G'day guys, yes, Sarge is back, and this is episode 3 now, yeah. So basically, for this video, I'm going to be showing you guys basically all the tier 2 units that are on the commanders list. I just want to explain basically what I did in the first video, my opinion of everything on towards what their stats are, showing you a bit of their stats, what I recommend for you to have if you're having them in your army, as well as the abilities that they have, as well as how they are used. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay guys, to start off, yes, okay, so we have Frodo and Sam. So yes, they are a support. To unlock them, they do take the Bamfurlong mushroom, if I pronounce that right, yes. Okay, so basically with their abilities, so the Master Bag End, plus 20 defense, which was really, really good. Base stats from equipment, so any equipment that you do have is a plus 2%. So that's really good as well. All allied, 7 chance of avoiding damage, 30%. I don't know about you guys, but they're actually pretty OP in my opinion. They've got plus HP 5, as well as the focus. They also act as 2 commanders when completing tips as well. So from your tier 1 units, when they have this ability, they're able to go through to the actual to the tavern and complete these scroll tips by themselves. They can do it by themselves, so you don't have to attach 2 commanders. This is classified as a full-on 2 commanders in one, but that's only if you max out the full level. The rest is a bit of negative might. It's alright. This one I also did notice, a chance to avoid physical damage, chance to succumb to madness, focus 15, and then I also saw, whereabouts is it, speed, yes, damage, round, here we go, yes, so enemy orcs and urukai and trolls, so their damage received is plus 2%, so if you're going against, orcs, urukai and trolls, they get extra 2 damage. That's pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole overall view of Frodo and Sam. They're actually a pretty good, well-rounded unit, and I do recommend them. They're very good. Okay, so Aragorn. So Aragorn, yes, balanced. What he takes is Athelas, if that's of how I pronounced it. So basically with Aragorn, he's quite interesting, to be honest. When I have a look at all the things that I've written about what he can do, he's basically, you can see he's got, he ignores the race restrictions. So any race that has a certain ability, he ignores that, as well as any equipment ability that they do have. So just say, it's, how do you say, negative 5, a positive 5 damage towards certain things, or restrictions to certain things. He can go past that and he can still use his abilities, which is really good, which I've noticed. Plus 20 speed as well. Also, if you're using men as for troops with his ability, it also gains stun immunity, which is really good as well. And just a lot of damage, and he's a really hard, strong unit that I do recommend. So yeah, that's Aragorn. Okay guys, so Gandalf the Grey. So yes, Gandalf is a support player, as a special, as well as to unlock him in the old Wynyards to, pretty much get him. So, they are quite expensive. It is kind of hard to get him. I only have about 11 of him, so, I'd only be able to get like 1,100. And I wouldn't be able to complete him. But when you have a look at his abilities, so he's pretty much like a healing character. So basically, have a look at his abilities. You can ally units, 50 chance of recovering 6% health. Defense, he's that really strong defensive support character. He's also got this, which I really did like as well, the focus, burn, poison damage received, so negative 7. So that's all allied units. So whatever unit you have, if you're getting poisoned or you're getting burned or you have a bit of focus on you, that means their effect will be -7 of that. So it's really good if if the enemy has 5% 5% more 5% more poison or burn abilities. This will counter that, which is really good. Avoid the first instance of damage in battle for 3 allied units. That is really good, especially in your first battle if you go against someone that's really strong. But yeah, that's Gandalf. Okay guys, so yes, we have Arwen, and yes, she's a support heal character. So of course what she's going to be taking is Malern leaf, so basically 100 per Malern leaf, so she's quite hard to get. For her abilities, so basically when you have a look at all her abilities, for Half Elven, a Lady of Rivendell, I'm not going to pronounce that, the title. So basically everything I've noticed is all based on healing, and also a little bit of damage here and there, bit support for your troops. One I really did notice, attacks have 10% chance to cause maximum damage for men and elves. So if you've got a full elven army or a full men army, or a bit of troops that are in your army that are men or elves, they have a chance, like a 10% extra chance to cause maximum damage to the opposing unit, which is really good in my opinion. Definitely try and get that if you're going to use her. The rest of it affects initial value only decreases by 1/5 each time. That's pretty good as well. Full HP, that's also good. All allied units recover 54%. Effect modified by focus stat. Okay, so if you have a little bit less focus, it affects it, but it's actually really good all round. She's a really good support heal character. So yeah. Okay guys, so for Balin. So Balin, yes, is a leader control. For him to get is Torn Pages of Mazabul's Tomb. So basically, yes, I've unlocked him. I should actually level him up right now. There we go. Yep, okay. So basically, for his stats, what he requires is basically, for all of his things that he has, is basically physical damage, recovery of 1 allied unit 6/6, Lord of Moria, the extra 30 chance of recovering 10 HP after dealing physical damage, chance of taking effects 5%. These are really good when it comes down to, I guess, if you really want a full statistic sort of character when it comes down to damage and a bit of like physical damage towards it. Deals 42.8 physical damage per melee units. These are really good that you need in your army if you're going to have a full strong force. He's really good for those giant slayers as well, damaging his large units 7.1%. That's really good. He's also got that 50% burn, as you did see from previous characters in tier 1 as well, which I previously put up a video of. He's also got that as well, which is really good. So I would say he's a really well-rounded character that has a lot of interesting abilities. So yeah. Okay guys, so we have Theoden. So basically Theoden is a leader, and what he requires is the secret intel. So he's quite hard to get, costs 3,000 for him. I've only got 2. But basically his abilities are quite interesting. When you have a look at all his abilities, Ally Commander and this commander, 6.7 chance of removing 1 random debuff, which is actually really good. He's a lot like Eowyn when it comes down to your riders as well. Mounted units 6%, 0.6% upon inflicting damage. He's got this, this extra damage here for mounted unit. Oh, negative damage received. Oh, that's actually really good. Recover HP. So 75% chance of recovering 3% HP, so that's pretty actually really good. Also the extra 5% HP for your mounted unit as well. Attack mounted unit gets extra 1. Defense is -5 for enemy units. That decreases your enemy's defense, which is really good. If he has a load of defense, that's actually really good on your behalf. Speed plus 4.2 and gain initiative during combat. Yep. Really good overall. I really do like him. I reckon he's a good choice. Okay guys, Eomer. So basically he's balanced. Okay, so when you have a look at his things, he's also like Theoden as well. He needs the secret intel for respects. So I'm still working on it for now. I'll probably only have like 1,000, and then I need extra 2,000 for him. So for his abilities, when I was checking, he's a lot like Yoan and Theoden as well. For your mounted units of Rohan as well, damage, really good. Bit of recovery for HP, exactly like Theoden, which is really good. As well as I've noticed this deals a 68.5 physical damage per ranged units. That is really good if your enemy team is full of ranged units. If they've got one unit that's really buffed of ranged units, definitely, why not? And then extra 5 defense, which is really good for your defense if you're using, how do you say, like if you're using a dwarven tier 3 units of, they've got really high defense, about like 100 defense, and if you add him, extra 5 is not bad, pretty good. So yeah, I recommend him definitely if you want to have him as a tier 2 unit. Okay, so yes, Legolas. So yes, he's a warrior and a special. Basically takes Melon Leaf to unlock him. And basically, when you have a look at his abilities, Greenleaf, next damage dealt, -50. He's also got an extra 15 speed as well. Also, which one I might noticed is normal attacks have 50% chance of dealing an additional 20% physical damage. He's just crazy. Damage bonus takes effect in round 4. That's okay. That's not bad. When you have allied melee units plus 4 damage, it's okay. Dwarf unit with the highest defense protects all elven units and defense plus 4. He's actually really good, well-rounded, very good balanced character. Okay, so we have Gimli. So Gimli is a warrior, very good friend of Legolas and Aragorn. And so basically, to unlock him, it also takes the torn pages of Mazrusbul's tomb. I stuffed up the pronunciation, but yeah. So basically, with his abilities, damage against melee units, HP recovery is modified by focus stat as well, which is actually pretty interesting. Might is plus 15. Damage from melee units is -5. He's just, how would you say? He's got a lot of different abilities, which is including with damage and things like that. So I would say he's not bad. He's okay. I wouldn't say he's one of the best out of the tier 2 units from what I've seen. But he's got a pretty decent against melee units damage dealt 1.6. Okay, it's okay. But yeah, no, he's a pretty well-rounded character, and he's not bad. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we have Denethor. So basically, Denethor is a support and a tipmaster as well. For what he requires is the Athelas, as well as Aragorn as well. For his abilities, what he does do, he does have that also a bit of percentage of being able to, get, I think it was 5%, yeah, 5% experience gain from tips as well, which is extra, extra XP for yourself when, you're using him for your scrolls, for your contracts that you have from the tavern, as well as an extra HP 1. Chances succumbing to madness reduced to 15%. So if the opposition team has a lot of madness, it's actually pretty good. 100% chance of succumbing to madness for 2 rounds. Allied units damage received. Next 2 effect modifier focus stat. That's decent. It's not bad. And then the actual one I noticed, extra 15 speed. That's actually pretty good. Chances succumbing to madness damage 8.5 for first round. And he's also got a bit of burn damage as well. And it's twice as well against 2 enemy targets. Each separate attack chooses a different target. So that's pretty good in my opinion. It doesn't just focus on the one unit, they focus on two units, multiple units. So which is really good. I recommend him probably in your second tier army. That's if you do get him. He's quite expensive. Okay guys, so that is basically it for all the commanders. So basically each one, yes, has really different abilities. They're not insane, but I've noticed that, the main characters from the movie are pretty crazy when it comes down to their abilities. Some I thought were going to be a little bit more effective. Gimli especially, I thought he would had a little bit more, how would you say, abilities when it came down to how strong they were and what he was able to do. But I think at the moment the best would be, you know, either Gandalf with his, or Aragorn. You know, it's just all preference, guys. It's how you have your army and how you want to be able to push up in towards, you know, which army you're going against, what their stats are, what your stats are, and how everything works. But yeah, thanks for guys for watching, and I will be posting up a tier 3 video very soon. But yeah, thank you guys.